2025 National Honor Society and National Junior Honor Society recognition. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty for successfully completing their candidacy as new members of our chapters. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. At this time, I'll hand it off to my Vice President, Wyatt Hull.
At this time, we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Riverside Military Academy chapter of the National Honor Society and National Junior Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as our standard: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Mr. Stroud will introduce the National Junior Honor Society.
At this time, we will call the new inductees to the stage. Juan Pablo Alcinac, Marcus Clausen, Ken Wong, and Ethan Rosbeck. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the new national.
Now for the National Honor Society. Again, please hold your applause until our new members have been recognized. Luke Alsbrook, William Broughton, Grant Eamon, Carter Faulkner, Manuel Jimenez, Nathan Rick, Howie Wang, Connor Willard. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these new members a round of applause.
We now move to recognize our Silver and Gold Star awardees. As you're aware, life at Riverside Military Academy is challenging. The academic school portion of the day is only one component of a very busy day. The students that we are honoring today have met the rigorous demands of the standards established by our faculty. As we recognize these cadets, I believe it's important to acknowledge the hard work the faculty puts in as we educate some of the world's future leaders. Would all the faculty please stand at this time to be recognized? At this time, I'd like to invite Ms. Norton to the stage to assist with the presentation of the stars, and Mr. Trott back to the podium to read the names of our awardees.
We are here today to recognize students who have achieved excellent academic averages in the spring semester of 2025. Our Gold and Silver Star awardees have distinguished themselves with outstanding level of achievement, and it is an honor to recognize them for their efforts. We will begin with Silver Stars. Silver Stars are awarded to cadets with a weighted semester grade point average of 3.75 or above in core classes. Their accomplishments are to be commended, and they have earned the right to wear a silver star as a sign of their success. Please hold your applause until all the names have been called. Landon Birch, Jacques Chiller, Santiago Guzman, Jacob Kronk, Kai Lee, Junior Lee, Michael Ome, Nathan Ray, David Skronsky, ladies and gentlemen, our silver stars. And now the gold stars. Gold stars are awarded to students with a weighted semester grade point average of 4.0 in core classes. Extraordinary effort is necessary to attain this goal, and these students have earned the right to wear a gold star as a sign of their success. Please hold your applause until all the awardees have received their stars. Seydou Agbaji, Juan Pablo Aceca, Luke Alsbrook, William Brothen, Mason Bryan, Eli Bicek, John Cavalieri, Grant Eamon, Carter Faulkner, Davis Franklin, Wyatt Hall, Anti Huang, Alan Kayuhu, Konstantin Kolotov, Naveen Majumdar, Colton Meeks, Eric Oliveira, Christopher Olmsted, Nathaniel Omasanya, Connor Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause. This concludes our academic recognition ceremony. I now welcome the Commandant as Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Pooley to the podium for the promotion and rock cresting ceremony.
I think Mr. Stratford very well because he's got a very bad throat today, so thank you very much, Mr. Stratford. For more than 100 years, this Corps has produced young men of purpose, character and commitment, and we aim to continue this legacy as we form a partnership with you, the parents and guardians, in developing these boys into young men of character, destined for success as adults, and making a positive impact on those around them in their nation and beyond our borders. Over the past few months, the young men you're about to see on the stage put themselves forward to be considered for a core leadership role or function, refine their skills on the emerging leader camp, and have been selected from amongst their peers. They have been carrying out this role within the Corps, and today we recognise that dedication, selection and active service in our promotion and recognition ceremony. We begin with those appointed to a battalion level position in the Corps. At this time, I'd like to invite First Sergeant Gregory Anderson, the Senior Army Instructor, and the Battalion S1, Cadet First Lieutenant Jacob Cock.
Battalion attention. Attention to orders. Know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of this deserving cadet. I do appoint the following cadet in the Corps of Cadets, Riverside Military Academy, to rank as such. Cadet Sergeant First Class Connor Wood, please come up to the stage. Connor Wood is appointed Honorary and Flag Staff Sergeant. This cadet will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the grade to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto pertaining. And I do strictly charge and require all personnel of lesser grade to render obedience to appropriate orders and directions as may be given by a superior acting according to the rules and policies established by Riverside Military Academy. By order, Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Pooley, Commandant of Cadets.
I now invite to the stage the Battalion S2 Cadet First Lieutenant Juan Martinez, and he will recognise and congratulate the cadet that has been selected for Cadet Patrol this semester. The Cadet Patrol functions in the Corps to assist the battalion staff in maintaining good order and discipline, in addition to carrying out tasks for the Academy Government Security. The following cadet is appointed to Cadet Patrol, Cadet Staff Sergeant Jean Wong. Let's congratulate this cadet. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite to the stage Lieutenant Colonel Brian Johnson and Lieutenant Colonel Bud Oakley of the U.S. Air Force Auxiliary Civil Air Patrol, also known as CAP. Lieutenant Colonel Johnson is the CAP Squadron Commander here at Riverside. Lieutenant Colonel Bud Oakley is the RMA alumnus class 1975, and he serves as the Principal Government Affairs Advisor to the
Only 12% of all Civil Air Patrol cadets earn the Mitchell Award. The cadets receiving the Billy Mitchell Award today and being promoted from Cadet Chief Master Sergeant to Cadet Second Lieutenant Civil Air Patrol are Marcus Corson, the first cadet in the Riverside Prep Cadet Squadron to earn the award with certificate number 79000, and Manuel Jimenez, the second cadet to earn the award with certificate number 79028. The Brigadier General Billy Mitchell Award honours a fearless pilot whose patriotism, foresight and tenacity surpassed the ridicule he faced. The father of the Independent Air Force, Billy Mitchell led an aerial bombing demonstration resulting in the sinking of the surplus German battleship Ostfriesland in 1921. The Navy had said such a feat would be impossible, and the Army remained sceptical toward air power. Mitchell continued his all-out public campaign for air power, even facing court-martial for his persistence. He knew that in the new aeronautical era, military air power operating independently of ground and sea forces needed to be the first line of defence. Not until World War II did the full US military establishment realise how right it was. After the Allied victory, and by a special act of Congress, Mitchell was posthumously awarded a gold medal. With General Mitchell as their role model, cadet officers know that speaking truth to power is a moral duty. The Mitchell Award marks the completion of Phase 2 of the CAT cadet programme, recognising sustained excellence in all 4 areas of cadet life: leadership, aerospace, fitness and character. Further, Mitchell cadets must have passed comprehensive examinations on leadership and aerospace topics and have completed a week-long encampment immersing themselves in a challenging core values in STEM, science, technology and mathematical environment. The US Air Force respects Mitchell Award recipients' accomplishments. Mitchell cadets who enlisted in the Air Force enter the service at the advanced grade of E3, or Airman First Class. The service also looks favourably upon Mitchell cadets when evaluating Air Force, ROTC and Academy applicants. Once a cadet earns the Mitchell Award, he or she becomes a cadet officer, is promoted to the grade of Cadet Second Lieutenant, and is challenged to lead and serve junior ranking cadets, while continuing to develop into a dynamic American and aerospace leader. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate them. I now invite to the stage Cadet Battalion Commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Jack Cavalieri, to introduce our rocket present ceremony. Boys arrive in Riverside as recruits on campus for rocks, and it's earned the title of cadet. This transfer mission from a rock to a cadet requires that they demonstrate proficiency in several areas of cadet life. In just 1 month, they have learned an incredible amount of Riverside history, values, and ethos, as well as its military structure, drill, and ceremony. These young men have done these things amid the framework of a highly demanding daily schedule, a schedule already dominated by rigorous academic coursework and athletic practices and competitions. These young men get up at sunrise and rest only well after the sun sets. They have accomplished difficult tasks, some for the first time in their lives, demonstrating the willpower and discipline to adhere to a code of conduct, to follow orders and instructions despite discomfort and inconvenience, and stand a little taller and a little prouder, knowing that their loved ones
and see a tangible difference between the young man who was and the young man that will stand in front of you today. They have endured this tough mental and physical training, and the bonds between them as brothers have been forged. All of this for a purpose, to develop a sound mind and sound mind. Sound body and sound mind. Or core mind. Parents and cadets, we are honored to share this day with you, and we join you in proudly recognizing these new cadets as our representatives.
From Alpha Company, Cadet Company Commander, Cadet Captain Caleb Young and First Sergeant Caleb Wilhelm from Alpha Company are invited to the stage. This will be an opportunity for the ROC to be recognised as a fully fledged cadet in the company. We welcome to the stage the following ROCs: Terazan Matmazan and Yuvan Marakurt. Let's congratulate these. Cadet Company Commander, Cadet Captain Nathaniel Omasanya and First Sergeant Sean Grayson from Charlie Company are invited to the stage. They will welcome the following ROCs as fully fledged cadets into their company: Caden Grant and Eli Ramos. Let's congratulate these cadets. And finally today, from India Company, Cadet Company Commander, Cadet Captain Naveen Junda and First Sergeant Kenji Deakin from India Company are invited to the stage. They will welcome the following ROC as a fully fledged cadet into their company: Maverick Chastain. Let's congratulate this cadet. This
for you have assisted in making the Riverside education a reality for each cadet receiving his ring today. The purpose of the Academy is to develop virtuous and competent young men who are prepared for success in college and positions of responsibility thereafter. For more than a century, our academic and military programs have produced young men of character, sound judgment, and commitment. This morning's ceremony represents another significant milestone in the Riverside journey for the cadets of the class of 2026. The ring is a symbol of excellence that serves as a visual reminder of their shared experiences as members of Riverside's Corps of Cadets and will forever link them to the long blue line of Riverside alumni whose ranks they will join in May. Every aspect of the ring is symbolic of the history and traditions of the Academy since its founding in 1907. The right side of the ring shank contains 7 symbols: a shield with the Academy's name, a scene of a sunrise over a river basin, a bundled group of arrows, 2 crossed swords, and an eagle. The sunrise over the river basin represents the disciplined lifestyle of a cadet at Riverside, which begins at sunrise with the bugle's reveille call near the adjacent Chattahoochee River, which now helps form Lake Lanier. The arrows that flank the shield are tightly bundled, symbolizing the strength and unity of Riverside's Corps of Cadets. The leadership of cadet officers is embodied in the ring by the crossed swords, a symbol of the cadet leader's authority. The most prominent and recognizable symbol on the ring is the eagle. The eagle symbolizes American strength and endurance. It is modeled after our nation's Great Seal. The ring's left shank contains the class graduation year. The blue stone that sits on top of the ring's bezel represents the long blue line of Riverside's cadets that have preceded this year's graduating class, and it's topped by another crest of an eagle that is flanked by 2 crossed rifles, which represent the infantry and the Academy's deep military heritage. These artistically represented symbols serve as reminders of the ideals and concepts upon which Riverside Military Academy was founded and has endured. At this point, I would like to welcome Mr. Derek Strock back to the stage to read the names of the seniors receiving their class rings.
Each member of the senior class will be called forward to receive his ring. The rings will be presented in alphabetical order by the Dean of Academics, Master Chief Hadley. Once cadets have received their rings,
I was trying to avoid this because I'm sure you can pronounce the names much better than I do. The first one on the list is Sadu Abakta. Landon Birch. James Bryan. Jack Chiller. David Kohler. Louis Doran. Carter Faulkner. Carlos Guzman. Manuel Jimenez. Constantine Colotov. Jacob Tron. Key Lee. Anthony Mager. Naveen Majonda. Antonio Martinez. Michael O'May, Nathaniel Onosanya, Lucas Perez, Brian Brown, David Skolonsky, Justin Tatum, Caleb Gilbert, last on our list, the BC Jack Cavalieri. Members of the class of 2026, until commencement, we will wear our rings with our graduation year pointing inward. Following commencement, we will turn our rings so that our graduation year is pointing outward. Hereby demonstrate that we have joined the ranks of Riverside. Gentlemen, you may now wear your rings. Ladies and gentlemen, as we recognise the class of 2026, this concludes our ring presentation ceremony. Our next event is a pep rally. Very exciting. I'm still getting my head around. To be conducted by the members of the student affairs team, but before we do that, I wish to retire the colours. So, ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand?
to a couple of drawings for those of you who registered early. So if you registered early before the deadline, your name's in the drawing. The first one is going to be a Very Happy bag. And a wallet to go with it. Scarlett Buckley. The next one is a frozen drink maker. Alexis Hill. She's not here, we're drawing again. You have to be here to win. Okay. Mr. Garza, are you here? I just want to say thank you all for registering early. It does make our lives a little easier and smoother for you all when you come in. And thank you all for being here.
Actually, just a before coach starts. These weekends are very busy. As you can imagine, there's lots of logistics going on, organisation. And I just want to remember to Miss Kelly in her engagement, Miss Owens to all the hard work that comes with it. So Coach Lee, this is it, ready? Cricket? Yes.
I'm going to start by inviting the football team to the stage. The football team, get up here. We're going to start with a short speech from each of the captains, and then we're going to have a spirit competition to see which company can be the loudest.
This might be my last ever football game, and while I'm sad, I'm simultaneously grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity Riverside has given me to play the game I love, Coach Lee for appointing me as one of his captains, and most importantly, my teammates who have stuck with me through all the obstacles we faced this season. This game has taught me so much beyond just playing offense and defense with an oval-shaped ball. Football is really different from all other sports. Unlike basketball, where you might have one star player, or track, where you can have an amazing or superb runner, or soccer, where you can have an amazing goalie or striker. In football, every role counts. It doesn't matter if you're the #1 quarterback in the country, if you're
Similarly, if you're the best DB in the nation, your skills and talent won't matter if the D lineman can't get to the quarterback. In football, everyone's role is important. From snapper to kicker to linebacker, everyone has a crucial role to play that impacts the success of the team. Sure, it's easy to point fingers at people when we lose. The kicker missed a field goal, wide receivers dropped a pass, or the linebacker missed a tackle. But ultimately, it's the team's fault. We share success in the same way that we share defeat and loss. And that's what's pushed our brotherhood and respect for each other to another level. It's an us sport, not a me sport. 2 years ago, I wasn't even on this team, but I know how much they struggled. Back then, there wasn't much physicality, confidence, or belief. It was a tough time for everyone. But then last year, Coach Lee came in and he completely changed the culture of this team. He pushed us to work harder, play smarter, and believe in each other. He showed us what it means to be part of it. A team that refuses to quit. We didn't win a game that year, but anyone who was watching can see the difference. We fought harder, practiced with purpose, and started building something really special. This year, that groundwork's paid off. We've grown as players, teammates, and as a family. We've learned how to stay composed, how to compete, and how to give everything we have every single snap. And if it weren't for the 2 unlucky losses by a combined 3 points, I'd be up here talking about the playoffs right now. But I couldn't be prouder of who we are and how far we've come as a team. Every single one of us has given everything to this program, and it shows. So let's go out there tonight and finish strong and play our best football. Let's go win this last game together. Go Eagles.
I would like to thank Coach Lee and the coaching staff for appointing me to be captain for the 2025-2026 Riverside football team. When I first started playing football at Riverside Military Academy, we were not confident. We would enter most games with the mindset of just surviving. We would try to be less humiliated than the game before. But that was all before Coach Lee took over. Since then, Coach Lee has taught us to take every loss, every long practice, and every ounce of doubt and turn it into something better. We now have a new attitude. We now go into games knowing that winning is an achievable outcome. Our spirit has soared. This year, unlike previous ones, we have been one play away from success in multiple games. However, those numbers do not tell the entire story. The story is about growth, brotherhood, and ceasing to give up. I would like to say that it is now our new culture. I'm proud of what we have achieved and built this year. I'm proud of every one of my teammates, my coaches, and the experience I've had with the privilege of being here at Riverside. I'll remember this team forever. We have one more game to go, and I want to end it on a positive note with a win.
This year, playing football for Riverside has been much more enjoyable than last year. Last year, it was tough looking up at the scoreboard in the first and second quarter and already being down by 20 with no hope of winning. But this year, you could tell things would be different from the start. We came out and we won and beat Cross Keys 36-6. And even though we've had some tough losses, we were in every single game from the fourth quarter, and sometimes the game being decided on the very last play. This season gave players recognition, helped send guys to college for football, and put other players on the map. We got players ranked in the top 10 in the whole state in different categories. We've had more than 2 players score touchdowns this year, and more than 1 person got an interception. A drastic change from last year. There are little things that make it even more fun to play, like when our defense takes the field on 3rd down, and you hear the bleachers shake with the stomps of the core. That sounds means everything to us. And tonight, for one last time this season, this version of the Riverside Eagles takes the field together. For some of us, it will be the last time ever. It's been a long, hard season, but it's become more than just a team trying to win games. It's become a family fighting together. So tonight, we ask everyone, cadets, parents, faculty, and alumni, to join our family and stand with us as we take the field one last time this season, and let's get one more win.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Justin Tatum, and I've been at Riverside for 2 years. This has been my second and last year playing football with these guys. I would like to thank my fellow team captains for holding me accountable and holding our team accountable on and off the field, making sure that they're doing their work academically and pushing themselves harder and harder every day on the field. I would like to invite Coach Lee and Coach Berkeley up on stage at this moment.
here are who I call my father figures, and I'm sure a lot of these guys on this team call them their father figures as well. These guys are who I can go to for mentorship, life advice, and things like that. And they believe in me even when I don't believe in myself. And they want to see me succeed harder than I am. I want to see myself succeed sometimes. So tonight, let's go out here and win it for the coaches, your teammates, the alumni, the parents. Go Eagles!
Our next event is going to be a spirit competition. So each of the companies is going to have an opportunity to be as loud as they can, and then the parents and faculty here are going to vote on who is loudest. The winner is going to get 3 merits, a citation, and this Eagle trophy.
I heard it today. Well, multi-millionaire guys that just say, you know what? I didn't want to be here. But 50 years ago now, looking back, it's the best thing in their life. They own companies. And they're showing off, but they said this was the biggest thing in their life that helped set them more. Don't fight it. Enjoy it. But to be able to see these guys grow and change has been, that's why I get to do it. I'm so happy to do this. Tonight, this season, some of you may have, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but we're going to lose this streak. There was 30 plus games. Okay, we did that the first game. We were in every game up until the fourth quarter minus that one. Last week, it got away from us a little bit, playing a good team right to the second in the state. We still stayed there, and there was that fight over. They had 6 tackles for losses. I went back on the field, I missed one. I actually had 6 instead of 5. The recognition that these guys are getting, our younger guys, our sophomores, our juniors are getting recognition. So along with academics, it helps the school. This is also bringing notoriety. When I get a call from a guy in Tennessee that puts on this national Southeastern All-Star, and All-Star sophomores and juniors because he's heard good things, that's nothing to play for Riverside. And so the continued success on the field that goes hand to hand with academics and their social life. And all of it ties in together in the person. But to see these young men come back and play, we would never come from behind last year. We never came from behind. We got behind and you just see the body language, which is ultra important, just kind of shrink. Well, 3 weeks ago, we were playing a team that was going to make the state playoffs. We're in Loganville, and we're down 27 in the middle of the third quarter. Didn't see a slump shoulder at all. From that point on, we outplayed them. We got the lead 27-20. They come down, drive down, score. They tie the game. We go to overtime. And I asked them, I said, you want to win or you want to play for the tie? I told the staff, and we're going for 2. Okay, when we get there, we score, we go for 2, we'll make it. They scored. I'll tell you one of the moments, and some of these guys I've talked to them about it, was Loganville was lining up to kick the extra point. One of those eerie moments. It doesn't have nothing to do with what I'd rather talk about. Line up in the stadium, we had a huge crowd there. The stadium got down to quiet. It's almost like you can hear your heartbeat right before they do kick. Well, we jump both sides. Okay, we're now going to do it again, and then he calls timeout. Okay, so the kicker himself has been around. Okay, and to hear the noise of silence, and then to hear the eruption of the wind, to see how heartbeat these guys' faces and that they're out here was hard. Okay, but again, we got back on the lead, and we're back here. So we're 2 plays away from playing tonight to be 5-5. We're going to have a chance to be 3-7, the best record that's been pre-COVID. Okay, and we got a tough opponent. Running back is a very good running back. He can take it to the house on 8 carries, 120 yards an average. Tight end is committed, I would say, to Virginia or Liberty. Can't remember which one is big. They're playing for the same reasons we are. They have a better record at the end of the positive. So as soon as I look at it, okay, so when you get there tonight, right, we're going to have some big crowd there. Alumni, thank you. Some of the guys that have played this sport, thank you for coming to me and telling their story. Because it's great to hear. I love hearing this stuff. Okay, and these guys need to hear it too. So hopefully tonight you'll have an opportunity. But I want to invite all of you guys, okay, cadets, alumni, family, friends. At the end of the game, we've always done what we call tone. Okay, and that is at the end of the game, we talked with this little briefly to our young men. And we have one that had to go through that last year. Blaze is here. He had to walk that tone. It symbolizes certain things. He's doing it for years. When I speak to them individually, they walk through the mind of their teammates. And some of them have more of a relationship with others than they do others. So coming down the road? Now, I'm not joking. Okay? So how many of you have said this before? I mean, you really, this areas in Georgia, people have said this stuff before. Okay, so that's the first line, okay? So the second line is, make sure I get this right now,